What's good, YouTube? Dre here with M&D Cars Gaming. Here with my buddy Colton. He's going to profile a deck for you. Hopefully it doesn't get hit by the ban list, so we're going to go ahead and profile it for you guys before it might get hit. So
Maybe.
Take it away.
Alright, so it's dinos. It's just pure dinos. So... Alright, yeah. So, start off with boss monsters. So you got 2 Ultimate Conductor. You're always going to play 2 of this. I play a Doggeron and a Dino Wrestler Pankratops. So these are really all you need. You're trying to kill them as fast as possible, so you don't want to clog your hand with too much big stuff. So your most inboards are just going to be this guy and a baby and a Dolka. So you're just going to get there. I like the Doggeron because it gets over things like Dragoon or anything that's just put this over Appaloosa. They can't negate anything. So there's your boss monsters. Then we'll go into the baby package. You got 2 Archosaur, and then to feed the Archosaur, you have Baby Cerosaurus and Pterodon. I've tried playing more babies. It's too much. You really only need these. If you have too many babies and not enough for your big dudes, or not if you don't get the Archosaur, which if you played against me, I always have Archosaur, so it doesn't matter anyway. But yeah, so this is pretty good.
I can vouch for that.
Yeah, I haven't had a problem with it so far. So. I play like 9 babies in here. Okay, so the babies. Now for your just utility dinosaurs. So you got Michelinosaurus, which is the card that's the best card in the deck.
Needs to go back on the ban list.
This card is ridiculous. Like, you pitch this, you have to interact with the grave or with the pill. Like, most of the time people don't even know what this does. And I hate playing online because half the time you do this and then they'll try to imperm you and realize it doesn't work, then they just quit because they don't read this card. So then you got this is a Stratos for dinosaurs. It also pops the dude on the board to reborn from the graveyard, and you can reborn Pankratops with this, so you just get super value out of it. It also combos with the Lost World, which we'll get to, where you can pop your token and save it, and then you get something out of the deck, and you just make quick Dolkas with it.
I just, I'm still returning, I'm still learning. When I came back, didn't Omviraptor just come back off the list? Or
no, he wasn't on the list, was he?
I don't think it's ever been on.
I think Mish was the only thing on the list that's
okay.
Came back to 3 for. Yeah. So this is possible because this card is insane. Yeah, like this alone makes dinosaurs good.
Now, it's limited in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Here.
Yeah, it's limited to what, 1? Yeah. So they got 1 copy over there. We got 3. So why not? Then you got Giant Rex. So Giant Rex is how you make the Dolka. So you're going to do the Archosaur into a baby, and then you're going to special summon this, and then you dump this to the graveyard so you can do it with Pill to make a Dolka immediately. Yeah. So he's just there for that combo. He can't attack directly, but this dude gets big. For every dinosaur banished, he gains 200 attack. So he gets up there pretty quick.
Isn't there an OTK with just Giant Rex? Isn't there a Dino deck revolving just around Dino Rex and banishing?
He can't hit directly, so I don't know.
Yeah, I've not seen one. I think you're probably thinking of the next card.
Yeah, the next one's stupid. Okay, so this is one of the more recent things I've started trying is Tyranno Infinity. So for every dino removed, he gets 1,000. So he gets huge. So if you're in the late game, you just search an Infinity and kind of get there sometimes. So he's big. All right, so that's it for like the dino portion. Now I play a lot of hand traps. 3 Veiler, I don't have impermanence. This is impermanence. If you have them, play impermanence over this. But Veiler's nice. Like I haven't had any instances where I thought it was bad, unless I top deck it and just lose the game. But Veiler's not terrible. 3 Ash. 3 Ash is pretty standard now. I'm playing 3 Crow. So I like DD Crow in this format. You can hit a lot. You can hit the virtual world stuff. Shadal's, it kind of hurts a little bit. I haven't had much success against Salad yet, but I mean,
Never drew it, so.
Yeah, it's just I think Crow is just a good call right now.
It's a good card, even if you don't have much success with it. I wouldn't take it out.
Yep. So that's it for the monsters. That's the monster lineup right there. All right. So then for spells, Extravagance, because I like to draw cards. So, and I always open this. I think I was 100% today opening
100%.
with Extravagance, yeah. Alright, 3 Lost Worlds. It's the best thing in the deck. Okay, so because if you open this Archosaur and a baby, I don't know how you lose the game. Unless they have so many hand traps. Because you just chain block with this. Because when you summon a dinosaur, you get the Archosaur and make this chain link too. They can't stop the Archosaur. You get the pill.
The token's just insane. That's off Imperm.
Yeah, the token turns off Imperm and Gamma because you'll control a token. So you can't Gamma the board anymore.
Even Match, Lightning Storm, just it's so good going.
Yeah, it's insane. And then also you can try when you have Oviraptor, like I was talking about earlier, where he can pop a thing and then bring something out of the grave. Yeah. If I pop the token I summon, then I can save it with this. I'll get to pop a baby from my deck, so the baby triggers and he still summons from the graveyard.
Okay.
So it's just stupid combos like that just get dinosaurs there for some reason. Also, everything that's not a dinosaur loses 500 attack.
And this is what Dino's got.
Yeah. And then another effect of this, because it just does everything, if you control a token, you can't target anything but tokens. Or is it normal monsters? It might just be normal monsters. You can only target normal monsters, which the token is a normal monster. So it's everything. So like if just open Lost World, and then you got it.
Miss Lost World, you can.
Yeah, Miss Lost World, you got it. This card needs to go to 1.
Wasn't Fossil Dig on the list before?
I don't think so.
I think so.
But I mean,
maybe.
A level 6 or lower. It's not even it's level 6 or lower. So
Yes.
if I wanted to play, I think Overtech Quatless is a 6. I can search that if I wanted to.
Yeah.
But
And it's not a hard loss per turn. What was that set? Power of the Duelist.
right, yeah, you can play. If I draw 2 of these, I'm gonna play both of them. I did learn because I played Jason a lot to play them separately, but I mean, there we go. Because I used to just throw them down and search, but if I do them one at a time, I might bait the ash out, and then that makes more sense. That's just me being bad. So, yeah, Fossil Dig. I'm going to buy Supers, even if it goes on the list. Double Pill. You have to play this if you play Archosaur. Drawing both of them sucks because then you can't activate his effect, but you banish a non-dinosaur and a dinosaur from not your hand, so field or graveyard. No, it's not the field, so it's hand or graveyard.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. And then you get to summon a level 7 or higher dinosaur, ignoring its summoning conditions. So you pretty much just play this guy and just go from there. And half the time you're going to banish Giant Rex to get him back on the board, because when Giant Rex is removed, you get to resummon him, and that's how you make your Dolka.
Now, for the viewers that are familiar with dinos, a lot of people play the Wing Beast. What's the name of it? No, not Samorg.
Barrier Statue.
Not Barrier Statue. I can't think of the card right now. But it's the Wing Beast dinosaur. You can also hit it off of Evolution Pill.
Oh, I don't know. But, I mean, getting UTC, this card does everything you want it to do. Just for people that, for some reason, don't know what this card does. So, it can attack every monster once. It's got 3,500 attack. I can destroy a monster on my board or in my hand to Book of Moon it's Book of Eclipse your board. So, it puts the whole board face down. And if he attacks a face down, or is it just a defense? A defense monster, I can send it to the graveyard to deal 1,000 damage. So it doesn't even destroy, it doesn't flip. It just sends it off and you take 1,000 damage. And it beats through boards. Like I think I played against your Shaddolls today. You would summon something and I just hit it again. Like he does everything. And you only play 2. Like why we don't max out on it because you don't want to have too many, but like to be so good and then only have 2, it's just ridiculous how good this card is. So, then for the one-ofs, I play 1 Terraforming, 1 Called By because hand traps, and 1 Mystic Mine in case something has hit the fan and you just need to stall Mystic Mine. Mystic Mine wins games online too, because you just play it and then wait until you draw the OTK and then you play Lost World over it and then you just OTK. So, Mystic Mine. Alright, before we go to the extra deck, there's 8 slots, I say 7, that are just cards that you can change. So there's Mystic Mine, Terraforming, Called By, let's see, the Crows, Tyranno Infinity,
Dogoron if you want.
and Dogoron. Alright, so these 8 cards. For me, this is mandatory. Dogoron's so good. Like, it's searchable by Oviraptor. Like, you can search a kaiju. I think this is auto include, but just for the sake of having these 8 slots, these can be a lot of things. Things that we've tested personally is I've played Droll and Lockbird. Droll and Lockbird's just another hand trap that's good against half the meta. Foolish if you want to get to your Giant Rex, or if you just want to send a Mish to keep comboing off. You can do Regeki Duster if you're hitting a lot of those kind of stuff. And I feel like these are side deck cards, but they can be there. The first version of this deck was Dark Ruler, because you just turn their board off and then OTK. Well, they can't take damage, but I mean, you put them in a position where they can't win. And then it can also be the Gamma package, which I don't like because I've just never had a lot of success with the Gamma package. So these 8 slots can be any of these, and it'll still be good. But the rest of the deck is pretty solid.
Okay.
How do you feel about any of those? Yeah.
Or
you can play Solemns of whatever yours tickles you.
I'm about to say, me personally, I played the Gamma package.
You play the Gamma package?
I've had nothing but success with
For
the
me,
Gamma
if
package.
I was going to put Gamma in, I would do the Mine and the Crows for those. And then I would keep Called by Terraforming. Terraforming just gets you the Lost World. It's your
I'm
fourth
about to
Lost
say
World.
the one terraforming should be mandatory. In my opinion, if I was playing the Dinos, seeing if they go turn 2, I see that Dinos really don't have a strong turn 2. So I think Dark Ruler No More will be a good one. Any card going first, if you're going second against your opponent, I feel Impermanence, Dark Ruler, anything that can negate your opponent's effects to where you don't have to -3 from your hand just to try to bait out 3 cards.
Right. All right. So with that, that's your 8 slots there that you can kind of mess with. And then, play it to your playstyle. Like, you can take those 8 cards and make it anything. So the extra deck, Access Code Talker, I haven't made it yet, but I mean, it's there. It kills people. Pentastag makes your UTC even better because he pierces. Nightmare Phoenix is there in case the Extravagance hits all your or your Link 2s, and you can just have another option because Secure Guard to Karibo is the basic combo. Because you Archosaur, get that combo I was talking about, you get Archosaur and Oviraptor. Then you do your Archosaur into Karibo, and then Karibo into Gardna. Then you have a non-dinosaur for the pill.
Okay.
Because you can't use the field, so you have to get this in the graveyard. Or a hand trap. I mean, I've sent hand traps before.
And it's just another monster.
It's any other not dinosaur with a dinosaur makes the big pill.
Okay. They should really limit that to attribute at least.
All right. So then, it's extravagant. So, like, I'm playing Double Dweller, Double Tornado. It's just matchup specific. I mean, if you see a lot of back row or Altergeist or Guru, like, you might make the Tornado. You get 2 cards out of it. Graveyard heavy stuff like PK Fire, anything like that. Solomon Great is really good. Like, you just get into the Dweller. And then I originally was playing 2 Logia, but I mean, you don't play this very often. The only time that it's correct to make this, in my opinion, is if they're top decking and you just stop their card no matter what it is. But I switched it to 3 Dolka because Dolka's old and broken because it can activate more than once and it destroys and it's not limited and it's just generic 4 because why not?
There's times where I have to play around Doka and I go neg 2 just to play around
just
Doka.
to play around the Dolka. So I mean, you can do 2 and 2, but Dolka's too good to not go into if it's not.
And with a format that's effect heavy,
yeah, the fact that he can activate more than once per turn and destroys is just insane. Like, hand traps do nothing at that point. You can stop Nibiru, which Nibiru usually doesn't do anything to this deck because of Mish, but it does happen sometimes. Sometimes you just don't get the Mish unless you're not me. So, yeah. But that's the deck. You got any questions or anything?
Besides the 8 slots, are you going to actually try to test out some of the different cards?
I mean, I've played every card I showed you.
You played every card?
I've done all these. Like, I've been playing this deck for months and just changing it every few weeks.
All of those.
When I got here today, this was in the deck. And it became a Mystic Mine.
Yeah, we were trying to figure out what it would be used for. But
I mean, sending Rex isn't bad.
And
And Misk, if you need to search, yeah. So, I don't have a side deck right now. I do know it would have 3 Cosmic Cyclones in it. I know it would probably have Evenly Matched in it. It's probably going to have the Dark Rulers if I don't play them in the main.
what about Ice Dragon's Prison?
Yeah, I love Ice Dragon's Prison. That's actually, I really wanted to pick them up. I just haven't, and I wish I would have done them at the pre-release because they're like $5 on pre-release, and now they're really expensive. Which expensive by Yu-Gi-Oh standard is not expensive, but
All right, that was Colin with the Dino deck profile. Hope you guys enjoy. If you have any questions or comments, leave the comments in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe.
and I will check the comments and I'll answer every question.
Oh yes,
Go for it.
we hulk the comment section. Hope you guys enjoy the content. Definitely we bring you some gameplay of all the decks, including my Shadal deck, of course. And as always, peace, love, and blessings.